Hey everyone, it's Kristen, and I am here to talk to you a little bit about planning and preparing and just the importance of having a good plan in place whenever we really get started with the group. So I apologize, I intended to have this video created last night and post it earlier today for you all, but I wasn't feeling well and I passed out on the couch last night, and so I'm here doing it now. Just got dinner started, the kids are kind of settled for the time being, and so that's the great thing about coaching is you get to work it in the cracks of your life. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to talk to you about planning and kind of my theory on planning and preparing. So first of all, I posted a quote earlier today about planning and how truly if you fail to plan, then you're in a sense planning to fail. Okay, so it is so important to have a plan in place as we're getting started with this so that you can be as successful as possible. Okay, so when I'm talking about planning, I'm talking about planning out your workouts, number one. So when in your day are you going to fit in your workouts? I think it's a really great idea to follow the workout calendar that comes with the program that you're using. If you do that, that's the way you're going to be the most successful. The programs are highly researched. They are, when they're put together, they're highly researched. So the workouts are put in a specific progression to maximize your benefits. Okay, so using that workout calendar is going to be in your favor. All right, so planning out when in your day you're going to get those workouts in and planning out even what workout you're going to have each day. So it's a great idea to just put that calendar in a handy place and maybe even hang it on the wall if you have a special workout place and cross those days off as you're going through. If you're one of the people that have the all access pass through Beachbody On Demand, you can log onto that from a computer and print off any of the workout calendars that you need for that. Okay, so planning when in your day you're going to get that workout in, and I highly recommend that you guys follow the workout calendar and that you follow however many days per week the recommended amount of time to work out is. Okay, I know some of you have walking or running as part of your workout regimen too, so you might jot that down on a calendar, figure out when you're going to be getting that in every day and make it a consistent time if you can. I get up and get mine done first thing in the morning because it's something I can check off my list before my day really starts, and I get up before the rest of my family, and it's kind of my me time, the time that I feel like I can truly focus on me. It's truly the only part of my day that I have to myself. So anyway, just planning out a time that you're going to be able to get the workout in and be consistent about it. Okay, then the other thing that I want to talk to you about is planning out your meals, your diet. All right, so most of you have a workout program through Beachbody and they all come with really great meal plans. Some of them even come with color-coded portion control containers, and that system is so fabulous. Like when I started following it, I learned so much about how to eat properly, a balanced meal, and get the right amount of vegetables, the right amount of fruits, the right balanced amount to maximize energy for myself and to just get the right amount of food in every day. I was actually not eating near enough food to lose weight, which sounds crazy, but it's true. I was not eating enough food to lose weight. All right, so I highly recommend you consider following that meal plan if you feel like you're up for the task, because it was a huge game changer for me. But anyway, when you're talking about meal planning, I think there's really two ways you can go about it, to be honest. And I've been working with people as a coach for almost 3 years, so I've seen people do it both ways. The first is the person that goes all in with the meal plan. They take that meal plan, they take the color-coded portion control containers and they plan the crap out of their week and they follow it to a T. Okay, so there's some benefits in doing that. You're gonna see the best results if you go this way. If you go all in, you give it a try for a couple weeks and really follow it to a T. Okay, you're gonna see the best results. However, there's also a few downfalls. it can be a little overwhelming to follow that program or that meal plan to a T, because you might be making some really drastic changes to the way that you're used to eating. It might also cause things like headaches, like if you're cutting out caffeine and you're used to having a lot of caffeine or sugar, you might go kind of through some withdrawals with that, and that could cause some headaches and that type of thing. Okay, so there's some benefits, there's also some drawbacks. The other way of approaching it is by using baby steps, by taking baby steps. Okay, and I'll be completely honest with you, when I first got started in my fitness and nutrition journey several years ago, I used this method. I took baby steps. All right, and I don't think that there is a wrong way to go about it as long as you are making progress. So for me, I'm the type of person that would have gotten overwhelmed by going all in, making huge drastic changes all at once. Okay, so I myself took baby steps, and what I did was, first, I focused solely on breakfast. I worked on how could I make breakfast as healthy as possible. And then once I felt like I had that under my belt and I had some good routines in place, then I moved to lunch and I worked on, now I had breakfast down, now I was working on lunch. So I was focusing on breakfast and lunch. And once I felt like I had some good routines in place there, then I went to my snacking and I cleaned up my snacking. So I went with breakfast, lunch, and snacking. And then finally worked my way to dinner with my family and cutting out things like soda and alcohol and that type of thing. So you need to know yourself well enough to know, are you going to be more successful if you are the number one type of person that goes all in, or are you going to be the type of person that is going to be more successful in taking baby steps? Now, with taking baby steps, there are drawbacks. The drawbacks would be, I would say, that it's a long process and it's a slow process. So if you're taking baby steps, you just have to have realistic expectations about what you're going to accomplish, right? If you're going all in, you're gonna see more success and have more weight loss more quickly than if you're taking baby steps and taking it at a slower pace. So keep that in mind and make realistic expectations for yourself. The other thing is that I don't want you guys to use it as a crutch. Oh, I'm gonna take baby steps, but not really challenge yourself, okay? So I want to challenge you to challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? But the benefits to this approach, baby steps, would be that maybe, you can take it slower. It's more comfortable for you to take it a little slower and incorporate these things into your daily activities and make it more of a lifestyle change. Not that going all in isn't a lifestyle change, but just really, putting the focus in one area and getting that down really well before you move on to the next area. So I think what you guys need to do is sit back and really evaluate, what type of person am I? How am I going to be most successful with this, okay? And I always tell the people that I work with that the goal is not perfection, okay? Don't go into this expecting to be perfect, because we all make mistakes. The goal is not perfection, the goal is progress. So at the end of the day, if you can sit down and reflect on your day and say, I did make progress today, then that means you were successful, okay? So for me, I took the baby step approach, and it took me a long time to get from where I was to where I am now, or even from where I was. I lost initially in my journey 20 pounds. To get from where I was to losing 20 pounds, it took me like 4 or 5 months. Could I have done it faster? But I had 3 small kids. One was an infant. I was home all day with my kids, and it was just the approach that worked best for me. But I was realistic about it, and I understood that taking those baby steps was going to take more time. Okay, so set realistic expectations, make progress every day, and then you will feel successful, okay? So that's kind of what I wanted to cover tonight in terms of planning. Plan out when you're getting those workouts in, and I do want you to really follow that workout plan and calendar as closely as possible, okay? But when it comes to the meal planning, know yourself well enough to know, am I gonna go all in, or am I gonna take baby steps? How can I be the most successful? And then I want you to plaster this somewhere. Ingrain it into your mind, write it out if you have to, hang it up if you have to. Progress over perfection. We are about making progress, not about being perfect. I don't want you guys to get frustrated or overwhelmed and throw up your hands and quit. I want you guys to be successful. So as your coach, I will support you in whichever way you decide you're going to tackle the meal planning side of things. But I just want you to know that those are the two kind of options that I've seen people take in the past. I've seen people be successful with both, but I've also seen people get frustrated and quit, and I don't want that for you guys. I want this time to be different. So let's be as successful as possible. Make sure that you kind of reflect on all of this, make the choice that's best for you, but at the same time, make sure that you're challenging yourself to change, okay? Another part of this, once you kind of decide on your approach, is actually talking about meal planning itself. And if you have the containers, how you plan out your days and your weeks and that type of thing. So what I want you to do is comment below with which approach you're gonna take. Are you gonna go all in and really try to follow the plan for like the 4 weeks of our group and see where you're at the end of it? Or are you gonna take more of the baby step approach? I want you to comment with that below. I want you to comment with any other feedback from this video that you have. Comment with that below. Encourage one another. Show each other support and love because we're in this together. And then a later time, I will come back and talk a little bit more about actual meal planning, planning out your days and that type of thing. So thank you for listening. This will probably be one of the longer videos that we have. So thank you for listening, and I am so excited about this group and proud of you. It's awesome to already see so much interaction and posting and logging on the page. So thank you. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.